This oil short that we got yesterday could in fact create short opportunities on the NAS and the Dow coming up. Guys, this is the daily entry. I'm bringing you day trading setups on NASDAQ, Dow Jones, oil, gold, and of course BTC. Let's go. Now, yesterday was quite a brutal trading day, and one of the things that got me in a bit of a spot was those Dow levels that I was a little bit uncertain of. If you remember on the video yesterday, I covered a lot of wicks in those zones, so it was a tough hold, and you can see some of these break-even Dow positions were actually heavily underwater while we waited for that reversal on the oscillator. But overall, it was a messy day, but we did finish on top, fortunately, there after that, and hopefully we're going to get another opportunity. Now, you guys will be able to watch me trading live today with Chento, just like you saw us trading live last Friday. We having a repeat. We are 5 for 5 weeks in a row. We've nailed it. Is today going to be another one for us? So make sure you guys are tuned in. You can follow us there at Chart Hackers, the Chart Hackers. You can follow me on the Lord of Entry, and you'll see us on Crypto Banter trading live. Now, what happens next, guys? Just a quick note on the rules of engagement here for these trades. You're trying to stick to 2-to-1, 1-to-1 trades. We're certainly not looking for swing moves over here. We're trying to get quick in and quick out on a lot of these things. Now, just recapping yesterday, this was a bit of a banger, and I just wanted to highlight again how this oil played out really nicely into
on our oscillator as well. And I'm looking for a pump here in oil and then a nice little drop. Now, once again, you don't necessarily have to take the oil short. This can just be your guide as to where you can long.
We were looking for that oil short
today,
because we wanted to see a nice pump in some of these other markets when everything was under pressure. Okay, and that is now what we've got. It's delivered for us. And in terms of oil, well, it's an interesting playbook now because oil has now rejected, and there's a strong possibility that we might see oil start pushing lower. If oil pushes lower, you're going to see a pump in the NAS, you're going to see a pump in the Dow, probably crypto is going to push higher up as well, and that should give us some potential short opportunities that we can start looking for. So right now, I'm not looking to trade oil, I'm using it as a guide. Obviously, if oil pushes up, that is possibly where you get your bounce in the market again. If oil drops, that is where we are going to be looking for shorts. 83.4 is going to be the big bounce zone there. Look out for some kind of news or a news tweet or an event that might start bouncing oil. Now, let's start with the big dog today, Bitcoin, and what is going on. So we are still floating around in this daily situation that you see over here. I still believe there is an opportunity here for Bitcoin to sweep these wicks that you see at the highs. Look at these wicks, they are untaken, and we also have our macro 382, so there is liquidity to the upside. And my planning on BTC, if we do get a pump, I'm still looking for that short between 67 and 68k. And in terms of major support, is this going to be a possible bear trap? If we drop into this zone today, 63k into 62.5, that is a big support zone there for BTC, and I'd look for a bounce there on Bitcoin. Now, in terms of the lower time frame stuff, where can you get some degen plays? Well, by the time you're watching this video, you might find that BTC is dropping into 64k, and that could be your first degen long of the day. So 64,000, look for a degen long. We want to sweep some of these wicks you see over there, hit that 618, and then give us a little bit of fuel for a mini bounce. Now, if things capitulate and things get ugly, this is the big bear trap region, 63 into 62.5. That is where I'm looking for longs. There's a 50-day MA there. There's that daily VWAP. We got wick fills there as well. That is a big area, and we most likely see some kind of bullish divergence print on this 2-hour oscillator. Okay, so looking out for that. We'll cover that hopefully live. We'll be live trading that guy. Now, what are we doing with the Dow? So the Dow's had quite a nice bounce now off the 50-day moving average, and sent us a little bit higher. And in terms of shorts, I've got 3 areas where I'm looking for a short. You can see our oscillator is getting a little bit oversold at the moment, so it is indicating that it might want to reverse a touch. Now, obviously, I'm looking for good zones to reverse. Short zone number 1, 52, 137. That looks pretty decent to me. I've got a VWAP from the highs. I've got a 618. I've got some undercarriage action over here. So that is called the degen zone. Okay, that is the first area that I'm looking for a short today. And then slightly higher conviction. If we pump through during the course of the day, look at this bearish order block, wick fills looking good, 786, really nice, 52,300 on the Dow. And then obviously higher up, I'll do an update in the Hackers Discord. Remember, all these charts you see here, they go into the Chart Hackers Discord for you guys. I do updates during the day in my TradFi section, so if anything changes or any trades likely to happen. You will find all that information in the Chart Hackers Discord. Just go into this show description, click on more, and you're going to see that you can sign up there to the Chart Hackers Discord. And while we're at it, guys, if you're enjoying the content, hit the like, hit the bell, hit the subscribe, and make sure you share this with your trader buddies that you think could use some of this alpha every single day. Now let's jump into the NAS. What is going on here? This is very interesting for me, and I think lessons learned from yesterday when I covered that Dow zone, and I was telling you guys it was an uncertain zone because of all the wicks, and now we've got a similar situation happening on the NAS. So in terms of, if we get a pump today, the first short zone of interest is 28,840 for me. There's a VWAP here, there's an undercarriage, there's a 618. It makes reasonable sense that we do get some kind of short if we push into this region. So in terms of attempting a short, that is the first zone for me where I think we get good value on the NAS. Now the problem comes if we pump harder today. This is my no confidence zone. I'm uncomfortable looking for shorts in that area because there are so many wicks sitting in that zone. So I would rather wait then for 29,200, and that would be simply a sweep of these highs that you see over here. We sweep those highs and then we engage in the short. Now that'll be on the back of a news tweet or some bullish stuff coming out of the markets there, and hopefully we can lock in that short. And I just want to remind you guys, this is the last major level on the NAS. If we lose this level, there's possibly serious capitulation out there. So if you happen to catch one of these shorts, either this one 28,830 or you catch this one 29,230, that could be one of these that you might want to hold onto a portion in case we get a monster mega dump out of these markets. That could be the one that actually drops the NAS lower down. The reason being, this level is using up liquidity. Every time they bounce here, it's eating the liquidity, it's eating the buys. Look out, we might get a small bounce here later today for a long 29,250, but I'm not expecting too much here. There's a possibility that they drop us lower after that. So look out for that, guys. Let's talk about gold. And this thing was super frustrating for me. I actually took stops on gold yesterday. Didn't enjoy that, attempting that first region. And I was heavily loaded down here looking for a nice bounce at 4,000. So in terms of gold, where's the long? 4,002. Probably a good place to have a limit order. In terms of exit plans, you can exit under 3,990. You can exit under 3,980, or alternatively, you can wait for a bigger drop on gold. Look for a long 3,950 into 3,940, looking pretty good for me. Where do you short gold today? Highest conviction 4,150, guys. That looks pretty good to me for today. We'll sweep these highs and then get some kind of drop, possibly on the back of some news, etc. Out there in the market. There is a degen short zone if you want to try something over here. 4,110. Look at that undercarriage, and there's a 618. So you might find traders start selling 4,110. Okay, so guys, there's your daily entry for the day. Be safe. Make sure you tune in to live trading over here. Okay, watch the live trading with myself and Chento. That's your daily entry. See you guys later.